We had just the worst Tuesday possible in the WNBA, going 0-3. We lost the Indiana-Connecticut game total by the hook. It landed on 159. We had under 158.5, and the other two simply weren't close. We learned from our mistakes. We moved forward with it, and we hope to get off to a winning start for June 1st. Are you still with me? What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of The Bounce. We are a daily WNBA betting show that breaks down the odds boards and gives you free WNBA wagers for each game of the regular season. Today is Thursday, June the 1st, and we have just one game on tap between the Minnesota Lynx and the Connecticut Sun. Before we get into our selection, though, if you haven't already dropped a like on the video, please go ahead and do so now. And if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so as well so you don't miss out on any great content moving forward. As we look at the odds boards today, just a lone game on the docket. We have the Connecticut Sun as 7.5-point road favorites over the Minnesota Lynx, with a total sitting at 162.5. So what's the play for tonight's game? We are taking the Minnesota Lynx plus 7.5 over the Connecticut Sun at odds of minus 110. Look, it's tough to zig and zag in the WNBA with limited teams playing each other regularly. But in this game, I do believe the Minnesota Lynx are in a good spot to go home after a tough loss against Dallas on the road just 2 nights ago, where we gave you the under. They put up 89 points, which was their highest point total of the season. They played well offensively. They had all their pieces, contribute to on both ends of the court. The problem is they gave up 94 points to the second best scoring team in the WNBA in the Dallas Wings. Now they come home. We're hoping they can rekindle some of that road magic in their 89-point performance against the Connecticut Sun team, who is good defensively but aren't exactly world beaters in terms of keeping opposing teams from scoring. They gave up 79 points to the Indiana Fever, and while I do like the Suns' depth, I do believe that this is a tough spot for them to go on the road and lay 7.5 points against a Lynx team that is desperately in need of a win. They're 0-5 on the season, but I do believe at home they could be very tough out here. We're going to take the plus 7.5 points with the Lynx. We like their offensive capabilities. And the Sun, if we look at them from a statistical standpoint, the Sun rank 8th overall in the WNBA in points per game, which is worse than the Lynx do for the season so far. They rank 11th, which is second last in terms of field goal percentage, and they rank 11th in terms of free throw percentage. That's simply not going to cut it for them on the road here. Give me the Lynx here, plus 7.5 on their home court, and if you're feeling dangerous, sprinkle a little bit on the money line. That wraps up episode lucky number 13 for The Bounce. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to help support the podcast, please drop a like on the video. I'd very much appreciate that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any great content in the WNBA or MLB and what's to come in the summer months. And share these pics with your friends on social media so we can all make some money together. The next available episode of The Bounce will be available on Thursday night. Until next time,